friends, welcome back. I'm Ashley Morris, the owner and lead tutor at amtutors.com, where we work one-on-one virtually with middle school and high school math students. And in this video, we're going to solve literal equations. Now, literal equations just have more than one variable. Sometimes there's lots of variables, sometimes there's 2 or 3, and you solve them just like you would do it if there were numbers and one variable. You're just gonna have to pretend that the variables just look like numbers. I mean, they are numbers, they just don't look like it, but we're gonna pretend that they're numbers. So we're gonna solve for the indicated variable. That's something that they have to tell you what variable to solve for. Now, there is no you try section, so just pause when you're ready. So let's get started. We are going to solve this first equation for y. So a lot of times I like to highlight or circle or something like that, the variable I'm looking for, so I don't get distracted along the way. So I've got this stuff plus by. If that stuff was like a 2 or a 4, we would subtract it to the other side. Well, that ax, that's just a number. So we're going to subtract it. We're going to subtract ax. So now that ax is gone. Oops, that's not where it goes. It goes right here. So we've got by equals c minus ax. Now that's b times y. How do you undo a number times y? We're going to divide. We're going to do the same thing here. It's just instead of dividing by what looks like a number, we're going to divide by a variable. And you can divide the whole thing, or you could do c over b and ax over b. Either one's fine. So you could do c minus ax all over b. You could also write that as c over b minus ax over b. They're the same thing. Doesn't matter. And this, eventually you'll see this a whole bunch. It's the standard form for a line. So you're going to solve that for y a lot, but it'll have some numbers in it usually. All right, 2. We're going to solve for f. This is actually the formula for going back and forth between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So you could distribute that 5/9. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to divide by 5/9. But if I'm dividing by 5/9, that's the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply by 9/5. So f minus 32 equals 9 over 5c. So I was dividing by 5/9, but if I'm divide by a fraction, we do keep, change, flip. So that's just multiplying by the reciprocal. Whichever way your brain works is fine. And then to undo minus 32, we're going to add 32. And we can't combine anything because they're not like terms. They don't both have a c. We're going to just leave it like that. All right, I've got all the way to 6. So whenever you're ready, you can pause. So 2L plus 2W equals P. This is actually the perimeter of a parallelogram. Well, a rectangle. So we're going to get the W by itself. So if you want, you can circle that W. We're going to subtract 2L. How do you undo that, like positive 2 in the front? You would subtract it. So instead of subtracting just a 2, we're going to subtract a 2L. And you can do P minus 2L, or you can do negative 2L plus P. Doesn't matter. And then how do you undo 2 times W? We're going to divide by 2. And again, you can do the whole thing divided by 2, or you could do P divided by 2 and 2L divided by 2. And the nice thing about that is that the 2's will cancel, and you're just left with L. Because 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1L, we just write 1. Or sorry, 1L, we just write L. We don't need to write the 1. That's what I get for talking and thinking out at the same time. All right, number 4. Pause when you're ready. But number 4, we got to get the C by itself. So to undo the 6 and the D, we have to move the D first because that top is in parentheses. So to undo divide, we're going to multiply. Multiply this side, the D's are gone. Multiply this side, C minus 6 equals 4D. Add 6 to get the C all by itself. Add 6 over here. And I cannot combine those. One has a D, one does not. Cannot put those together. Solve for A. So A plus 3, we would subtract 3. So we're going to subtract 3B. It's still one number all stuck together. We're going to subtract 3B. A equals C minus 3B. And you're done. There's nothing else you can do. Different variables. Can't stick them together. D equals RT. This is actually distance equals rate times time. We're going to solve this for T. So R times T, to undo that, we're going to divide by R. So D over R equals T. You can leave it like that, but a lot of people like the variable you're solving for to come first. So T equals D over R. I hope that helped. Please make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell, follow, all that jazz. And if you need any more help, check out the link to my Teacher Pay Teacher store. It has worksheets for practice and a solution so you can work it out. Check it, and they're about $1 each. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.